2 kills out of it by Fizzer in the first game.
I believe he was able to pick up 2. I'd like to see if maybe Karma or Formal is going to be able to pull that out. Maybe we'll see Naga snipe a little bit as well. I don't think this map really, the sniper's that big of a deal. It usually just ends up like, it's potentially a first pick a lot of times if it's not an opening pick.
Especially if Overkill's gone. I don't see many snipers being run if Overkill's gone in this one. I think that's when you look at in the ban and protect. That'll tell you if snipers are going to be used or not.
Absolutely.
And then I think you look back maybe towards the flak jacket ban. Krim looks like he's going to get rid of the MR6 early. We can jump into it. The ban and protect phase starting up.
Well, let's take a look here, and Overkill gets protected by Apathy,
okay,
so that may answer a question
so
for
what's
us.
interesting is
MR6 has gone first again.
eLevate protects the Overkill. Is this for snipers or shotguns? And
well, there goes.
It's like I am a mind reader.
Well, Formal's played, I think, quite a bit of AIDS going up against Nagafen, going up against some of these guys. You'll see MR6 and Argus, I think, are the first 2 bans for OpTic Gaming in both game
Rapid
modes.
Fire and Vesper to go next, right? I mean, that kind of makes the most sense.
Yeah, Vesper is
going
to go.
Cold-blooded is going to go
for
Karma. Okay.
So does that answer the question about sniping?
Mm-hmm.
It has to, right?
I think so.
Do they ban thermal?
Definitely throws a wrench into what eLevate wants to do. Let's see. This is interesting. This is a ban and protect we have not seen before.
Well, I mean, I guess the question is,
Rapid goes.
Do they feel they can snipe with OpTic Gaming? Are they okay to go up against thermal snipers? And if they are, leave thermal in. If not,
I mean, do you bait OpTic Gaming into using the sniper rifle?
If that's the route they want to take against them, it can't be inside of eLevate's head. I don't know how they want this to go. I don't know if they want this to be a more up close and personal matchup.
So they get rid of the Shiva by Facento. Does Scump get rid of the Vesper? Do we see a Vesper come into play?
I'm hoping we see a Vesper. Come on, Scump. Don't do it to me. You feel like flying with the Vesper. And he gets rid of Camo. All right, so the Vesper is going to make it through. That certainly makes things interesting. I know.
It's the first time we've ever seen the Vesper on the stream.
I'm trying to think, did we even get it in the qualifier? Maybe it took twice we saw it?
Yeah, maybe 2-3 times.
For the league, this is absolutely the first time we've seen it. It's about to be a Vesper party.
Yeah, the Vesper is about to rain havoc
well,
here on the mansion.
You saw Overkill banned. Potentially,
no Overkill's.
Could you see?
I believe.
You saw Overkill banned. Gosh, protected. Yes, that's what I tried to say.
You got it right.
Do you think there could be somebody running potentially an M8 like Vesper class, Snipe Vesper class? I mean, is everyone in the game going to have a Vesper in their back pocket?
Oh, I definitely think.
All you need to have on it really is just grip, quick draw, or just quick draw for some of these players. You can control it up close. I mean, at range is really where the jump starts to get you. You could really just run quick draw on it.
Pretty much. See Krim going overdrive. You see a glitch come out from Aqua. Do we see a eLevate? Facento's going to go Heatwave out with fast picks there at the end. So we got no overdrive on the side of eLevate. Didn't help VL Fire in the game for CLG. He used it. If he would have looked to his right, would have been able to kill all 4 of them.
Yeah, true.
Ends up going the wrong way. I think Krim is a player that's in good hands with him. I think he can get aggressive, towards Mansion on defense, can push all the way up into snow.
Sure.
Definitely think you can use overdrive to your advantage this one.
Yeah, and you do have Afterburner, though, too. So, I mean, they're going to be able to use that fast movement regardless. So, Overdrive, I don't think as effective, but certainly could provide some big play moments. I'm just curious to see what these classes are going to be like. This is the first time we've seen that Vesper in play. You see the MR6 still banned. It's going to, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Vesper involved with almost all these classes.
We are going to see the Vesper.
No, I mean with almost all the classes. Like, I know we're probably not going to see any kind of crazy overkill like M8 Vesper class, but you certainly could.
Yep. Cold-blooded gun is an odd one as well. Smoke thermal pushes, whether it's on... We haven't seen much thermal on assault rifles, but I guess we could see it.
Smoke thermal, I mean, that could provide, I'm trying to think of where you'd want to use that to try and potentially break into the B building, or sorry, A building.
Use out the mid on like a B
get through mid, maybe potentially just kind of throw it at the bunker there. It's going to close off bunker door, stop any kind of flank. We'll see if maybe smokes are going to be used at all. I mean, I think it's safe to say there's going to be some sniping. There's certainly going to be aggressive play with the Vesper. Sniping is scary, though, if you have Vespers in the hand of other players. That can just zap you from anywhere.
Flashbangs, too. Flashbangs are in.
That's true.
They were pretty prominent in game 1, the hard point.
And we're not
I definitely think we see eLevate use that.
We're not going to see TAC Mask like on many of these classes.
Oh, I don't think we see
You're going to have Blast
all.
Suppressor. You're going to have Dead Silence. You're going to be running Perk 3 Greed for most of these anyway, unless you just... I mean, there's been a lot of debates. What's better, Dead Silence or Blast Suppressor in S&D? it seemed kind of 50-50 in the arguments I've seen on Twitter. Some people, depending on the map, you know, if you need to get around a lot.
Some players I see don't even use dead silence. They'll just use the blast suppressor.
Yeah, it really varies pretty much for a lot of these guys. So we'll have to see how these guys prompt to do their classes with regards to that perk 3. That'll be a big one to look at.
First time you see the Vesper. It's about to be a party, man.
It's the Vesper party. We'll see here players starting to load in. If you are just tuning in. I'm so
thankful that you're driving this as well, because players are going to be dropping like flies inside Mansion.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I've got my reading glasses on.
Reflex is like a cat.
A very, very old and tired cat.
A very, very old, fat, lazy cat. You're like Garfield.
That's true.
How many people out there probably remember Garfield? Probably like 10.
No one. Do they even write Garfield comics anymore?
I don't think so, no. But anyway, map number 2, OpTic Gaming going up against eLevate.
Vesper. Oh, what do you know?
It's about to be a party.
It's 4 Vespers. I'm assuming he's going to have one in his back pocket with the overkill. I think I saw it when I was switching through. But there's the snipe. Karma able to pick him off. Jumping, diving, grabbing one. Great stuff there by Karma. And answers right back is Aqua with this snipe.
Oh, I would like to see this one. He hit it from that bunker side. If you go back on with Aqua, you can actually jump from that bunker and see up into top Mansion. So he actually has a great line of sight on Karma. You see Vicento picking up Formal inside Mansion. Nagafin picking up another. It's going to be all left to Scump. Last man standing. Does he see that player on the bottom? I believe he did. He's going to be on the hunt.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's got one player right above him. The timing there as a player jumped out. He might have been able to catch one, but he's in a 1v3. Going to be tough to do. 40 seconds on the clock here. It looks like he's going to potentially...
He's trying to wait to see if a player jumps top Mansion, but this eLevate team, very good in S&D. They're going to play extremely patient.
Well, I want to see what the angle looks like for him here. If he comes at the backside, what is he able to see of Scump right now?
So he's able to see if he gets down the stairs, and he's also see if that player leaves out driveway. So that's the angle that he's holding. He's going to have one player at that tree. That tree is... Do you go invisible if you sit by that tree?
We saw that earlier. Well, I can't remember who was looking at it.
Yeah, Fears was looking at it, just didn't see him.
Hiding behind the tree. Doesn't react quickly enough. Vicento, nice shots there, nice control there of the Vesper as he's able to win that gunfight going up against Scump. And I want to take a look also at the perk 3. I'm going to flip through all these guys real fast off the break. Let's see what we have. You have Dead Silence and Blast Suppressor. Just Blast Suppressor, Dead Silence, Blast Suppressor. Yeah, for the most part, you have Dead Silence, Blast Suppressor on pretty much every single class right now.
Which is what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Until somebody does something crazy and bans one of them.
Well, Apathy was pushing around the outside, but he's going to get caught on outskirts actually by Krim. So they now have the advantage here on offense. How they decide to play this out. The player by bunker is what I'm going to be curious to see.
Let's chat a little bit. Is it harder to break through to Mansion with the Vesper in play? I think it undoubtedly is. It's a lot harder to jump and win those gunfights on the move versus a player stationary with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes for every gun. It's whoever just snaps the quickest. You know how fast this gun can obliterate people. You certainly have the favorites. I guess because it kills so quickly, yes, you have to give a little bit more of an edge to the player that's waiting. Unless you have excellent movement coming in, that's going to be Scump able to grab one. That's going to give them a 3-2 advantage.
Does not get bombed down
back, and he gets flanked. Player just not able to get any shots into Scump. He's going to drop the all of a sudden to 1v1. Going to be Formal going up against Nagafin. Nagafin yet to die.
Formal with the ripstick, trying to see if he's all the way in the back of that spawn. Can be able to get the B bomb down.
Nope, he's in trouble.
Oh.
Okay, all right. That's the one place where you see maybe the Vesper jumps a little bit more.
When you see people challenge out of the Vesper, you're like, you are out of your mind.
But every now and then you see them line up the shots perfectly and it kills almost instantly.
Those were lined up perfectly. He's able to hit him in the toe there at the end to finish it off.
If he allowed him to get away and he challenged with the sniper there, that would have been pretty wild. But can't get it down, not able to take that round. So it's going to be 2-0 advantage here for eLevate. We've talked about the woes of OpTic Gaming and S&D. They've been a bit all over the place, not really been that consistent in this particular game type. You've got an HC car coming in for Nagafin. You see he's running concussion and also has a frag grenade here. Let's see how they opt to break in.
So he's going to sit behind a wall. This is a spot that a lot of players will challenge. They're going to push out towards snow. You'd expect somebody to come from lower Mansion as well. So Nagafin using that wall, gaining cover, and I think it's just using the HC to gain some information.
Yep. So Krim's playing in the spot where you almost always have a player. You have someone sitting back. This is the player watching wall run. You're also watching if someone's able to break inside a bottom Mansion, you're kind of cover that back
this
car
is a little bit more
driveway.
of a passive setup in Mansion. So you're going to have Krim at the bar. You're going to have Karma set up at that dining room table, just watching this up top. As soon as Vicento turns to his left, that should be where Karma is playing. And
Is he going to peek this with a sniper?
Challenge this with a sniper.
I love it. I love it. Oh, and he just pre-fires. That actually almost worked out perfectly. Now here comes the fight. He's finally going to push towards and grab Formal. And that's what's tough when a Vesper is in play. When you have a sniper out going up against a Vesper, you're going to get shredded at that range.
Well, Formal's got to have, you know, a Vesper out in that situation. He knows he's going to get pushed. You can't fight that. And, I mean, he's an amazing sniper. You can't bet on yourself to hit that shot as the player's flying in. 15 seconds left, though. Bomb in the hands of eLevate. They got to make a play for it here quick. Krim and Scump able to pick up those 2 kills, put OG on the board.
And that's what they need, is get on the board. You don't want to go down 3-0. We'll see the round-ending kill cam here coming in from Scump. Playing behind those B steps can be a very popular position, you know, whether you're on defense and holding early, or if you're on offense and get control of that A site, you can be so deadly from the left and right side of those steps. Now, 2-1 advantage here for eLevate still. That's going to switch OpTic back over to offense. I'm going to go with Scump just because he's the one kind of getting something going right now. He's 4-2. Nobody else really shown us too much here early on. What can Scump do? He said he had a monster game 1. Looking to continue things here in game 2. And
well, it's difficult because he's relying on his snipers to pick up kills here. You see, that's the spot that Aqua picked up Karma from the first round. And
we get it on camera this time.
Yeah,
it's Formal. Disgusting snipe there.
Somebody odd shot that.
That is crazy. That angle is absolutely wild. Able to pick one up there at top mansion. Unbelievable. Now the pressure should be on. Krem going to start to end forward.
Now you see the defense start to spread out a little bit, right? They have to play one sitting on B. One's going to have to stand all the way out to watch bunker. Karma.
Facento. Good night, my friend.
Yeah,
Karma just turned you inside out. Enjoy your pillow and blanket. It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, and it looks like Nagafen, last one alive here for eLevate. I feel like he's always the last one alive. Very talented player in all game modes. I feel like he doesn't get enough love. I feel like, oh my God, he's behind both players.
This could be perfect. He sees both. Did he not see the other? Or is he just getting the kill and getting out?
I think he knows. He has to know. He has to know. He saw both go.
It looked to us like he saw both. Don't you just get both the kills there? Or was he a little worried about the challenge just playing time? He plays it perfectly, though. Nagafin clutches up. Formal not able to win the round despite the disgusting snipe early. You had Karma turning on Facento, but it's Nagafin turning up at the end to win 1 versus 2 here. Clean up both of these kills. Incredible stuff.
Perfectly played, at least in my opinion. You know, he's able to force that 1v1 with Formal. I believe there's about 20 seconds left when he picks up that first kill. He knew both players were there. He had Formal trapped in that corner.
He's just looking awkward because he's got the kill. He's like, I'm out, even though I have him pinned in the corner. I know right where he is. We're sticking with Nagafin.
It's just
he's 6-1.
It's just an odd gunfight to challenge. I'm sure the people at home, you fought that gunfight numerous amounts of times. It is just an odd one to challenge, especially, you know, you can get behind that dining room table. Even that corner, it's hard. You know, Formal can come out, peek real quick. Nagafin just kind of standing all alone in a hallway. I think very smart play right there. You see why this guy, one of the best players in Call of Duty.
Well, you can see he's very close to his HC car. A kill off of that. He's also basically a kill away from his vision pulse as well. So this could be another big round. Are they waiting it out
for him to get vision pulse? Actually, he's going to hit wall run. Oh!
Sneaky, sneaky. He was just trying to get vision up there. You can see through the window. I had no idea. He was trying to check top bedroom, see if anyone was home. There's a player behind couch, pretty common spot. And he's going to toss that grenade and just, well, it was the combination, I think, of the nade and the shots. Able to pick that one up. There's a player playing on defense at B. Does Nagafin opt to push him as well? He's going to pick up that kill. He's 8-1, a 5 streak, just working towards everything right now. Does he decide to use the card? Does he want to hit his vision pulse? No, he's saving it. Just pre-fires around the corner. He doesn't like challenging this gunfight. Take it back. He's going for it. Able to win that one as well. He's crushing right now. Can he get the ace? 20 seconds left. He wants it. There's the vision pulse. And there's the 4-piece from Naga closing it out.
He is on fire right now. What is this? A 2v1?
That
clutch in the last
was fun
round.
to watch. My God.
An ace in this one. I had no idea on that wall run that you can see through the windows.
No clue.
And this is a eLevate team, no, formerly Team Revenge from last year's COD champs. They had some of the most interesting things that we have ever seen. You know, they brought out the dual LMGs last year. If you want to just learn some interesting things about Call of Duty, this is a great team to watch. I love watching them play.
I can't leave
go back
Naga.
to Nagafin.
He's 10-1. He's 50 points away from his lightning strike. He has his dart. He's got his HC car. He's got everything in his life just working perfectly for him in this game.
Let's see how good of a flyer he is.
Oh, he's about to soar.
We saw Tatch yesterday. He was
Does he fly? No way. No way.
No.
He's crazy. He's going to catch one here.
Oh,
no, he got it right into the back of Karma. Able to pick up one. It's an 8 streak. He's got to use his car, right? He's 25 points up. He's about to double up on his car. why not just use it?
Yeah, I don't even want you to switch. I don't care if anything else.
Oh, no. I don't even care if he's near the action. We got to stay with him. He has 8 kills in a row. It's absurd in S&D. He's on his way to a mothership.
Personal stream. Yeah, but in 25 away from a Lightning formal in a 4v1, actually.
Wait, is he 25 from a Lightning or doubling up on his car? Because I thought he never used his first car, did he? I don't think so, no, because he got it when he had the Vision Pulse. He didn't use it in that round. No. He hasn't used it here. So I think he's at risk of doubling up on the car. Do you use it right off the rip in this next round?
Yes. I mean, you're at 5-1. Might as well.
Well,
eLevate coming out, putting a hurt on OG.
It's the Naga show right now, 5-1, and we talked about their woes in S&D. They're getting absolutely outclassed. But honestly, this would be a lot closer probably if it wasn't for the ridiculous plays we're seeing out of Nagafen.
Let's see what he decides to do here.
Well, I think he might want to get up to that corner. Wait, he's actually going to push him out because he saw him, though. He's going to catch him. That should be a kill.
Yeah, no, that's Lightning.
One more from him, and now, oh, so he did have the Lightning off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Dart. He had the Dart. You're right. I forgot that he used that, so he was 25 off the Lightning. Duh. He's so knowledgeable, man. And there's another one. Oh, nope, he's going to have Black Jacket, not able to get it.
I think he's going to push bottom mansion with his teammate. He's got one all the way at the staircase. But you see, look at the top of the mini-map. So 2 players from eLevate have gone all the way in a bunker. 1 player from OG has snuck by them as well, coming on a flank. I believe that's Formal somehow ends up behind those players.
And finally, Nagafen's going to die.
I mean, it had to happen, I guess, right?
Yeah, eventually he was going to fall. What did the streak end at, 9?
Yeah, I believe so.
Unbelievable stuff, but he still has the Lightning Strike. We'll see if that can, I mean, it's tough because the Lightning Strike, how useful is it when you talk about the fact that half the game is played inside of Mansion?
Well, but I think it's kind of, if you remember back to Black Ops 2 Meltdown, when you got a Lightning, it forced the team to 1 bomb site. I mean, obviously OG could go towards B, but with the threat of that Lightning, it's going to have to force them inside a Mansion right away. They can't hang out in snow. They're going to have to push right in towards Mansion. And I'm surprised you're not going to see a 4-man stack of Mansion from eLevate. You know, they're pushing pretty hard through the bunker, going on the flank.
Yep, they're going to be flanking pretty quick. The question is, will OpTic be ready for it? Because they're going to be coming in. It's actually going to be Nagafen that's going to deal with the pressure early on. I think they're going to be pushing into his spawn. Do they catch Naga? He got around the corner. He's got to call it out. I was wondering if he just lightnings his spawn from here. But now he's going to get caught. The headshot from Formal, how did he hit that? He was sliding around the corner, though. There, incredible spots coming in from Forms. Facento now left by himself in a 1v4. Can he pull off the miraculous? No, that's another headshot there coming in from Formal.
Got to be careful.
Throwing this one away?
How many times, I don't even want to talk about it, but how many times have we seen this with OG? I mean, they go down in S&D.
Nice shot.
They just look like they have no idea what's going on, and then all of a sudden, like, a light goes off, like, hey guys, like, we're actually in this game. We probably should win it, and they start to come back.
Well, they need Nagafen to go big. I mean, he's been carrying the load so much at this point. He does still have the lightning strike.
You can't rely on one guy. I mean, you can't rely, like, what more do you want him to do?
There really is nothing more he can do. He's going to get challenged. He's going to get challenged there from window early. Aqua, though, able to pick up Formal, so they've got advantage early on.
This is they need to win this round. You get first blood. You're on offense. Now it looked like Nagafen was going for that lightning, or at least he's going to ping it.
Oh, Krem's about to have an easy kill. I don't think he saw him come wall run. He should be able to catch Naga there. Sees his feet, able to pick that one up. 3-2 advantage. All of a sudden, it's going to be Krem by himself. They know right where he's coming from mid-cut. He is so flashed up. He's in a different planet. No idea what he could do in that gunfight. And that's going to be a 6-3 victory here for Team eLevate. Nagafen, you are a god. Yeah, what a match you had.
I mean, that's all you can really talk about in that one. Nagafen carrying eLevate to a Game 2 victory.
Yeah, and
it's unbelievable.
I mean, he had a 3-kill round, a 4-kill round.
The 2v1.
You saw him with some nice piloting skills.
That was the best dart flying we've seen.
I don't know about the best. TP had some nice ones at the qualifier. He gave us a tour of Breach, really.
Yeah.
But incredible stuff, Nagafen. Really, that was amazing. Pleasure to watch that stuff. I mean, if you're an OpTic Gaming fan, that had to have been painful.
You probably didn't watch. You
shred your team. But
that,
you can see how the game changes a bit with the Vesper. I mean, a lot of these players a little more confident, challenging stuff close range because it can just absolutely melt. You can see what impact it makes in those close range battles. Interested to see if this goes to a Game 5. I have a feeling we will not be seeing the Vesper played.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The Vesper's so good at long range as well. You know, when you're in snow, you're able to challenge a guy, top mansion. You have 2 players looking at it, you're able to kill that player pretty quickly. It's very good. I don't think we see it again in this series.
I don't really either. After how that one went, I think we're probably going to see a lot more of the VMP Kudo
Take a
like
look
we
at the
saw in
scoreboard
game
there real
one. We'll check it out. I mean, Nagafin, 12-4. Man, you are a freak. On the other side for OpTic Gaming, a couple players really around even, negative. No one really putting up a big showing on OpTic. They would have needed somebody to go massive really to hang with the role that Nagafin was on.
I even love the play from Nagafin when he's on that wall run and he's able to see into that bottom mansion.
Yeah,
no
I
idea.
Do that. You even had like the
That's the first time
you had
I've
the
seen
little
players do
blinds
that.
there, and you could barely see in. We're gonna watch Scump here, highlight reel from game number 2. And that player in the corner there, that was odd. I don't know if he was waiting for a second player to push B, see if he might be able to pick one up. Formal there with the sniper up top. That is a nice angle there, as you're able to pick up one. This is Nagafin's round. He gets one with the grenade, and this is gonna lead to him. He's already on a 4 streak right now. And he's going to be able to clean up. Really, the rest of the team grabs one on B side. If I remember right, he's going to go into top mansion.
These are the last 2 kills.
Yep. He grabs one here at the corner. Big kill, and then it's vision pulse time as he falls, catches the player right behind him there.
The clock is running pretty low. Woo. So definitely need that. Here's the piloting of the dart. Karma gets drilled with one.
Oh, that's a dart. That's a dart right in the rear, Karma.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's unfortunate.
Painful. Dart soaring in
all the stuff he's been doing to Alan at the house.
It must
be. See him like throwing that poor alien thing all over the place?
Well, you know, if you are new to the game, you have no idea what we're talking about, but there is an alien living at the OpTic house. Yeah. Use Google. You might be able to find him.
I'm sure you can find OpTic Alan somewhere on the internet.
Let's take a look here. It's going to be, we're going to be going into Uplink Fringe then for this one. I think this is one, if this was the full eLevate roster, I think this would be a scary game for OpTic Gaming because again, I know I mentioned it every time we talk about eLevate, but they have a really, really good
look for them to do some interesting stuff, like they'll try and grab the drone, cross, lane, pass it. Maybe they bring it all the way over towards auto, throw it back towards mid-map, try and get it all the way over by trains. Maybe they're running it through trains. They try and throw it over the house to a player flanking all the way through back 10. So watch for some creative plays with the drone from eLevate.
I can't wait to see that. And then I think the reason we did the edge to OpTic in this one is purely going to be because a big part of not having the full roster for eLevate. Yep. Having a sub in Apathy. Apathy is an incredible player, but it's got to throw off the chemistry a little bit in something.
If you're eLevate, do you go after the ARs in this one? Do you try and eliminate some of the ARs? Throw Formal off a little bit, throw some of the other AR
that's another scary
off.
part of this. This is a map where I don't think the game type matters too much. Formal's going to crush here, whether it's Shiva, M8. What do you take out? I mean, I think if you're
I think you try and get rid of the burst rifles, make it a little bit harder to shoot at range.
Or you just go ahead and... I want to see a team that just comes out and takes the ELO and the reflex out right away. Just hits both the laser scopes. Like, what are you going to use? Like,
I don't know.
I'd be curious. Are you going to run a barrack scope? No. You're not going to run a thermal on an M8? What would you... We haven't seen anyone do it. Okay, I'm just throwing stuff out at this point. But
yeah,
if you were to... For first 2 bans, well, do you expect if you ban one... Someone's going to protect the other one right away, probably. But if you're
like your first 2 bans,
if you're playing against a really good rifle team and you take a ELO out, you take out reflex,
iron sights.
I know the players are good enough. They're pro players. Don't get me wrong. They can use iron sights fine, but you are not nearly as effective with an iron sight and M8, especially a map where you have long gunfights. Like
I love the ICR with the iron sight. The ICR is pretty nice with the iron sight, but then like
it still throws off the comfort a bit,
ICR versus like M8 or XR2's not bad. The iron sight. I'm just trying to like picture them in my head. I like the Shiva one as well.
I'm waiting for it.
The M8's really the only one that would throw me off a little bit.
Teams, if you want any tips or pointers on how to properly run ban protect, I'm here all week.
Coach Clint Evans.
Yes, coached one team to a top 3 finish. Was that Columbus and Ghost?
What entailed your coaching? Like I know what I did during my coaching.
My coaching, 100%. I was coaching at the time. It was. Oh, by the way, it's going to be a couple minutes, so it should fill in the team. eLevate asked for a 2-minute timeout, so we just have a couple minutes here before we hop in. And it looks like the 2 minutes actually went by as we were discussing the potential to get rid of the rifles here. But again, are you shocked to see it's going to? All right, so this is a couple things we talked about. You hit the rifles. Yeah, you see Nagafin taking out the M8, and then they don't want the MR6 anywhere close to this series.
No, it's been the first ban every time.
I cannot wait to show you this clip later. It's one of the most unreal things I've ever seen.
I got to see it.
Nagafin's MR6 kill was the stupidest kill I've ever seen with a pistol.
You've been
in my
hyping
life.
It up. Like so much.
It's that unbelievable. Like it's at like sniper range, and he just like 3-shot somebody.
So you see the Shiva go as well. I think. What would Formal go to next? I feel like the XR2 is a logical choice. Do you get rid of that? Man of War. So you do see. Well, this is what
your question. Do you hit the rifles? Yes, they are.
I thought you would see this. This makes a lot of sense out of eLevate. I thought they would hit the rifles.
Do you see a protection of a rifle come out of OpTic now? Do you?
Is there one that you like enough that you? Oh. Almost like, hey, let's get rid of grip.
Okay. Well, then that makes me think you want XR2.
If you're Aqua, maybe you get rid of the XR2, just because that's the only one that I can see Formal going to.
Well,
where
or
you're
the
like,
ICR,
all right, like that makes a lot of sense.
You don't need the grip on the ICR or the XR2. They don't move at all. The ICR is the only rifle.
This map, you would want a burst rifle, like it's a little bit. There's a longer range.
I don't know. Do you remember back to our arena days? I ran ICR here. That clutch comeback we had.
It's a little bit
I
different.
dropped like 38 with the ICR.
A little bit different.
We were playing against
idiots. A little
idiots.
bit different than arena, but you see the Kinetic Armor and the Vesper come in. Yeah, you're comparing arena to OpTic Gaming versus eLevate here.
Don't worry about it. So no, but I do think we're going to see, if you're talking about rifles, I mean, what do you have? XR2 or ICR? That's it right now, right?
Yeah.
And both of those, the grip ban is interesting. That's more to target subs. It has to be, because they ban the rifles, you think, for OpTic. You try to hit maybe the subs there.
It hurts both.
No, it doesn't hurt the ICR or the XR2 at all. The ICR and the XR2 don't move.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't move at all.
I don't think you need it on
the ICR is like the ACR from what?
Yeah, it shoots a little bit like a laser.
It's absolutely a laser.
Same with the XR2.
Yeah, both are. So that's got to be to hit subs, or it's just a miscue.
The VMP at range, I guess, that would be difficult.
Any of the subs
at range,
subs
without grip.
Well, Razorback's fine, but other than that,
I don't think you're going to see a Razorback.
I don't know if we'll ever see a Razorback. Well, maybe. Potentially, who knows? Might see it eventually.
Nerf the Weevil. Weevil, we haven't seen
Weevil's
yet.
dominant. Weevil's, what, 52 shots in the clip? Dominant.
Yeah, it just gives some players more bullets than miss. Every time in a pub, I just see people just flailing around bullets with the Weevil.
Just horrendous with the Weevil.
But you see some of the other stuff in here. Overdrive for both teams. That makes it through. Vicento for eLevate. Karma on the side of OpTic. You got Annihilator for Formal, Scythe for Crim, so you got 2 guns on that side. You got just 1 gun on the side of eLevate. Nagafen going to be using that Annihilator. Camo, Overdrive, Heatwave, I like those 3.
Yeah,
those are 3 good picks.
It's pretty much always going to be Annihilator, Scythe on French if you're going to be looking at weapons. We'll see. You know, this Annihilator is one, what was it? Was it Fears or Legal that had that crazy, like, 4-piece? And that was Fringe uplink, I
kept saying Legal yesterday, yeah.
You know, sometimes I mix up players. I watched so much Call of Duty.
Slipping you money under the table. Like, tell everybody it was me.
I watched so much Call of Duty, man, that like it just these highlights that happened months ago. It's kind of mixed in my brain. I know it was a player on that team. That's what I can give you.
Yeah.
But you know, the Annihilator definitely has big play potential here. Especially, you know, we talk about the extra armor when you have the uplink, the long lines of sight. Really can come up with some big plays. I do like seeing Overdrive in both of these because we haven't seen Overdrive used all that often.
I think we're going to start to see Kinetic banned a lot in uplink. That drone carrier gets even more armor.
Oh yeah, he turns into the Terminator when he's got Overdrive plus the added armor, just bulldozing through everything.
Well, we saw that come in the CLG series. The Kinetic came into play.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get towards a 2-point play. It's gone in this one, but
and that was a really
because that's gone. You have Overdrive in. Are you more scared of Overdrive, or are you more scared of Kinetic? I'd be more scared of Overdrive because somebody could just pick it up and just.
Yeah, I guess Overdrive's got to be the scariest to just kind of get a guaranteed 1-pointer. It might not always lead to a dunk, but it gets you at least at that range.
In position to be able to launch a 1.
Hit a comfortable 1. Yeah. And for me, I mean, that's why I think you don't really need to save Overdrive for big plays as much as I'd rather see it once you're in that, let's say you're like kind of that 60-yard line. You know, you're on the offensive side. If you can get it and just get those 20 yards real quick, get a toss, get your 1-pointer, maybe have overclock on or whatever, you can get that Overdrive again. In my opinion, use Overdrive as many times as you can.
Right.
Try to get it up 3 or 4 times.
You have overclock on, you can get it 4 times in a match if you're playing well.
Instead of saving it for that 1 perfect dunk.
Just pop it. Just keep going with
try
it.
and get off as many as you can.
I agree with you.
All right, well, here we go. It is going to be game number 3 between OpTic Gaming and eLevate. You saw OpTic have a strong game 1 in Hardpoint. You saw Nagafen and the boys of eLevate absolutely dominate the green wall there in game 2. But now we're going to uplink. Typically, eLevate's bread and butter, but they've got a sub. Are they going to be able to hang with the slaying power of OpTic
a super
Gaming?
Sub, though.
Yes.
There's one of the better subs in all of the CWL.
You couldn't ask for a better sub.
Couldn't ask for somebody better. So going to jump right into this one. It's going to be Fringe. Who are you going to jump on board with first?
I'm starting with the super sub. Apathy. Let's see what he's able to do off the rip here. He decides he's going to want to push really into bricks pretty much immediately. See if he's able to find anything. He's got a player at White Truck, checks it with the Kuda. He's mantling, getting stuck. Formal, at no point did he want to check that, even though shots are coming from the side. But now he's in a pretty aggressive position, gonna drop. It's gonna be Vicento, the only person alive. He's got to play some defense, and this is gonna be a score. They should at least be able to get 1 point on the board. It's gonna be Krem flying through. He's gonna get up top. The question is, can they pick up 1 or 2 kills to allow him to at least get a point on the board? And that's going to be a dunk. Style points, rocking off the wall, able to put through a 2-point play.
Yeah, and you see, I believe it's 3 XR2s coming out from OpTic Gaming here, going heavy on the ARs, trying to lock down that mid-map scump. Going to be your only SMG player. The spawn's so far away for eLevate. They just keep dying, going towards that back alley.
This is just a train right now. They've got back-to-back dunks through. You don't see this happen very frequently in Advanced Warfare. Or sorry, you saw it happen very frequently in Advanced Warfare. Not so much in Black Ops 3 where you're able to rally through these dunks. But if they can force them to spawn alley, they can just dominate. They are. You saw Krim get one alley, another one spawns. Able to fly out
that's a big kill.
and pick
I
him
mean,
up.
he was 50 away from a lightning right there.
No, that's certainly a big one. But look at this. I mean, Scump is still on their side. He's going to have two, I was going to say two easy ones, but the added armor is going to help just enough. Can they get the drone forward here, Matt?
But it's just that threat of Scump being there that just stops Aqua in that mid-street. And Krim trying to hunt through his base. The flashbang still coming in. OpTic just reluctant to switch towards that tac mask, but knew there was one in the base. 2-3 dead for OpTic Gaming. eLevate's got to convert this Scump out of position. He's going to try and go bricks.
This is an
get
easy
on that
dunk.
overextension. This is an easy dunk.
No, and that's perfect though. The 7-man map, they should be able to, I thought they have potential to counter, but the player coming L is going to be set up pretty easily. That was Vicento to come and get here mid-map. Not able to land really a single bullet until that final shot on Scump. Yeah, XR2 versus Kuda. You got to hit your shots with the XR2 at range. You're going to see Nagafin fall as well. They're playing a little defensively. They know the pressure is coming now. It's going to be in Scump's hand. They pick up one kill.
Those are big gunfights. They got
here comes the melee.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try and slide by. He tried to
use his active, I believe, yeah.
Yep.
Just not going to work for Scump. Once they get them trapped back alley, this is where it starts to get dangerous for eLevate. They're able to win some gunfights, just not able to get into their base. You see the drone just thrown for yards, just trying to get it further away. That's really, they're not even throwing it towards a teammate. They're just trying to get it away from their base at this point.
And you see Grip was out. It's still a customized XR2 for Formal. So you got to think, I mean, what does he have on this? He's got at least quick draw, going to have long barrel, stock, and then one other. High caliber and rapid fire were both banned. See that? I'm trying to remember if rapid fire was.
You're seeing an HVK come out. Interesting selection. You had three different
hybrid. So what? Aqua, I was actually speechless for a moment there. What was that shot? With the HVK, it's pretty much a hybrid, kind of a hybrid sub AR. You can get
three different ARs coming out from the side of eLevate.
I love this.
You had an ICR, you got a HVK, and you got an XR2.
And I'll tell you who's being punished right now. You know, we saw Vicento drop almost 50 kills, I think, last night.
He's switching guns.
He can't decide what he... Well, when you saw those XR2 shots, I don't think he hit any of them. That was, what, 5 or 6 bursts against that Kuda where he just couldn't land one, not feeling comfortable with that gun. And it's really, it's the rate of fire, the difference between that and the M8 can really throw you off. If you're accustomed to using it, nice one-point toss there by Karma, doesn't get too greedy. But if you're accustomed to using the M8, it can be throw you off a little bit, right? Switching to the XR2?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just even like something as small, minute, I don't know about you, but I like the sound of guns when I shoot. Like, I almost don't even look for hit markers. I just like the sound of the bullets connecting. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes with an XR2 or something, I almost feel like my bullets aren't connecting. Like, the noise is just so consistent that with the M8, it's like a distinct noise when you're connecting. And you see Nagafin in a perfect position to get a one-point throw. Gonna go around the back, and it's gonna be picked up
by Karma.
Big play right there out of Karma. We don't see that many interceptions in this game. Karma, one of the best at doing it, though. It's going to be able to pick up the drone. Not going to go into that small door. No players playing inside there. Yep. Doesn't get it, though. Scump's going to get cut down. You see those cross-lane passes.
And that's the
trying to get it across to a teammate.
Look at that toss, dude. Sick play coming out. Throws it over. One-point toss from Krim. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about eLevate doing. And you see OpTic Gaming coming up with a real dandy of a play there.
Well, it's just like soccer, right? When you want to just...
Exactly. You know, you suck a defense into one side of the field and you hit a long cross like that. It can be so devastating to the actual defense. But now they're trying to get in. He tries to hit that overclock, tries to get the melee and not able to do it. Who's the man at home to grab that? Did they finally fire it through? It looks like they were able to get some points on the board. It's going to be 6-4 right now. OpTic Gaming just under 5 seconds here, and no last-ditch effort.
Yeah, they're going to
be able to come in.
eLevate stays in this game.
That was a fun and frantic first half of
eLevate stays in the game there in this first half. Vicento's going to need to pick it up. I mean, he doesn't play. He plays same this second half. I think this is one OG still holds on to, but good job by eLevate, staying close there.
Oh, and it's ELO. Sometimes I think when it shows customized, it's just the attachments that includes the scope as well. So that makes sense. Yeah, he has the ELO on it as well, then long barrel, stock, and quick draw. So let's take a look. Is anyone really...
Aqua's running wraps? Let's go back to that real quick.
Aqua? Man, well, good luck, bud.
That's a bit ambitious.
Anybody else?
We did so good on that first one. We're going to use wraps on this one.
It's going to be Nagafin first man in. They use the smokes to be able to clear the way and get hands on the drone. You see everybody rotating over. And this is one of those opportunities where you could maybe cross if he wasn't able to get through for 1 point toss. Nice toss there. That's a long distance one. That's about as far as we've seen for tosses.
That's a very long toss. I didn't even know you could make that one. That's one that I haven't seen done too much. I've seen one on the opposite sides, like if you're able to get it by 10 and throw it over, you can like wall run on there, gain some momentum, but you see the kills coming in favor of OpTic. Gaming Crim trying to put some shots down cross map. Aqua doing a nice job getting sneaky on the side of the map, able to pick up Crim. He was in a good spot on top Granny, but Karma still in that top barn, causing some problems.
Well, let's drop over to Karma because he's going to be the one in a position to make life a living hell here for the side of eLevate. He's got the L car. Did he see that player crossing by truck? I'm not sure if he actually got eyes on him. Nope, he hasn't seen him yet. He's worried about the spawn on track side. He's going to finally be able to get middle. His teammate's going to clean up a couple. That's going to be 3 down. They've got to get forward here. They're going to have them spawning out the top side. Is there a player that's just front grandmas on him? He tosses it to himself, trying to reset the arm. He's got the overclock. Why don't you hit the overclock here and at least guarantee a 1 point toss?
Save it.
Oh, there it goes. He's going to boost through, and that's an easy dunk. Extends the lead out to 3. Scump, though, by himself. He's got a tough job here. This is a time where you maybe want to hit camo. I was going to say, hit this, make sure you control middle, don't allow a counter cap. And just that little bit of a delay there.
Kill, that's huge.
1 kill is massive. Doesn't allow them to get forward.
Now we see Naga with the Annihilator, picks up 1 cross map. Can he open up mid-map for the rest of his team? It's unfortunate. He probably used this thinking they had a 3-man advantage in the mid-map. Once Scump kills that 1 player, it's cut down. Able to pick up 2, not really going to open up anything for the team.
And they need Vicento, like you said, to get rolling. He's still really, really struggling. He's 6 and 17 right now. Can't get anything going. And shot just seems a little bit off, right? That just wasn't very accurate play from a guy that we saw crushing last night. The super sub Apathy able to pick up a couple here on defense. Or sorry, on offense, see if they can get forward. He's got the camo. You don't need to use it. Look at the overextension coming. They all spawn back alley. They're going to just overextend, set up for mid-map. And it was a complete waste, but he didn't realize they overextended. You're not sure.
No, we can see the mini-map. We know where the players are going, so
they killed another 3. This is going to be another dunk and a lead. Oh, there's 1 player to deal with this. Just 1. He's got to hit the heat wave potentially. Nope, just goes high, gets the dunk. Teammate cleans it up. The rally's on. Who's going to be mid-map, though, to potentially deal with it? It's Vicento. That's a big kill mid-map because this could potentially get a rally going.
Need to challenge that.
They don't have the base control anymore. They've got to slow things down and just fight for mid-control.
I like the decisions by Vicento. They're not to challenge, just trying to waste time for his teammates to get in a position they can help him out, but it's 3 dead for eLevate. Apathy, the last one alive. Players pushing him like crazy in Z. You see Crim pulling out the site. He's going to drop with it. Huge kills right there.
Vicento. We told him he had to step it up. He goes massive. He hits the heat wave as well and is going to kill Formal. He just goes huge. That's a 3K defend coming in for Vicento, who has been struggling all game. And there's the toss out. Under 2 to go. eLevate up 1. Vicento went huge when he needed to, did he not?
Yeah, it's also the reluctancy by OpTic not to run tac mats. You see the flashbangs coming into play there as they try and move towards the base. Crim, last one alive for OG, trying to keep the hopes alive in the base. The drone's still down. I don't think they know he's there.
And Scump's here as well. Yeah, he's got Scump.
This one might, they're going to go for 2 here.
He had a free dunk. He just didn't go, and they're still going to get it through. I thought it might bite them because he could have gone right away, I think, but he
was
waiting
for Scump. He was going to have Scump lead the way all.
Scump challenges. Now, this could be a potential counter cap, though. That was 3 down, Matt, and now they're going to start to push forward. Nagathon's going to be the man to grab it.
Though. Going to get all the way on that overextension. He's going to be able to get 1. You have Crim picking up 1 with the car. Huge defensive hold there for OG.
Nice job, 4 down.
Crim is going massive here in the last 2 minutes. Picks up that 2-point play there. A bunch of kills in the eLevate base. Now on the defensive side, picks up another car. Crim starting to heat up. He cannot miss right now.
The got 2 as well. This is a dunk. This has got to be a dunk. They should be spawning out by 10. They are. You can see the spawn not going to be all 3 pop in 10. Nothing they can do about that. Now they're going to decide to overextend a brick. So this is their opportunity. Maybe get it and try to counter. You got to get out and grab it and go. There's no one to deal with. You have no one in front of you. Your teammates don't want to kill anybody. Just leave them all up. Leave the players for OpTic up that are in your base. There's the 1-point toss. They only need a dunk now. They've got to get back to mid-map.
Nobody from OG went back to their base. They just all sat trying to spawn kill auto. Was eLevate going on the overextension. They need another
Vicento. The shots we expect
shooting
from him.
Lasers cross map. Now you're going to see the attention be turned to back alley. Nagaben picking up the drone, passes it forward. Does Apathy have enough time to put 1 in? He's going to use his active.
What's he doing? How's he alive? Doesn't get through. He didn't have a shot to get through. Oh my God, 3 seconds left and they're going to reset. That was brutal to watch. My God, not enough juice. Woo!
That was a good one.
Oh my God!
What happened?
How is see it live. There were 2 players within 5 feet of him. There's just bullets. This is like the beaches of Normandy as Apathy's trying to come up. There's bullets flying from the front, from the back.
It's like the Matrix lobby scene. Yeah.
And he's just like going like this, trying to dodge as much as he can. And almost gets in.
What is that?
Just not enough to score. Woo! That was a fun one.
He used all his
I feel like I just ran a mile.
He used all his boost on the wall.
God damn. That was a heck of a match.
So that's a great play there at the end.
And you wonder, I said the difference for me. Now, granted, Apathy had a great game, 25 and 22, had the chance to clutch it there. But as close as that was, full roster, OpTic's got to be a little bit nervous. Can they hang with the full roster of eLevate?
Like Crim and Scump get control of that base. Everybody comes. You think OG's going to go off on a tear. eLevate just goes on the overextension. They grab the drone. They get a free 1-pointer, and then nobody goes back.
Well, that's
like
why I said
nobody goes back from
when they had they had 2 in the base still of eLevate. That's what I was like, eLevate, don't kill him. Leave him there.
Just let them go.
Let him go. Just run forward. Apathy grabs it. Uncontested just goes forward and dunk. Just leave him there.
We should probably turn around and go back to the drone. It's like
that was absolutely wild. Let's take a look at the stats here. You see, pretty. As much as I want to knock Facento for the 1-9 start,
he came out big towards the end there.
Absolutely came up with massive kills around mid-map, big kills on defense. He helped with a push as well on offense, just coming up big towards the end. I know 15 and 25 isn't a great stat line, especially in uplink, but when it came down to the clutch, he was coming up with big kills just a little too late.
For me on OG, it was really Crim. 34 and 20.
Pretty good game.
Great OBJ work as well. Fantastic game. And I think really him and Scump, that combo, on defense, pushing that overextension on the outside of Bard, able to pick up some kills on offense, going towards Granny, able to put in that 2-point play there at the end to give them the lead. That is one of the best uplink games we've seen. Look at this throw by Naga.
That's one of the deeper throws I've seen. He gets up high on that wall run back alley, able to put it through. We saw Naga a little inconsistent, misses a couple shots, but able to pick up a couple and give them mid-control here to allow them to start to develop a push.
I don't know. I bet you he wishes he had this Annihilator back. Uses it right there, has some teammates up, just didn't really open up the map. This is where things started to get crazy.
And this is Aqua putting through one. That's when they had the back-to-back dunks really to take the lead. And this is where Krem, he waits for Scump.
So
you can see at the top of his map.
Pinching,
And Scump is able to push forward, provide him a little bit of help because he died basically right as he went
through. This was right after their defensive stand. So they have a great defensive stand. OpTic, Crim, and Foremost are picking it up. You see right there, Apathy.
Just get through, please. If he had, do you think he would have died right before if he had the boost he was through? It's hard to tell because he had it looked like it's like a yard, right? He has to get through, get that 1 yard, punch it through on the goal line. He's looking like Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, well, no, it was the Seahawks when they throw. He didn't get through. Trying to punch one through for one.
I think he gets in. I think he gets in.
I'd love to see it. Can we just rewind time, give him a little bit more, see if he's able to fly through?
That's crazy. Whew. Tweet us if you think he would get in or not.
Yeah, it was close.
I think he gets in.
He needed one more boost.
He boost, I think he gets
died.
in.
He died like an instant later, so I don't know. But
that's close.
That one, let's take a look here. The next game, I do believe I actually need to switch. I need to switch the teams.
Yep.
Look at me. Look at me remembering. How about that?
We actually got him a keyboard for today.
Oh, yeah, the keyboard. I'm going to be so much faster at this.
Yeah, he was just not very effective yesterday with changing the teams, which a lot of you guys complained about, which that makes a lot of sense.
Sorry,
obviously, Clint,
I have a keyboard. It makes it. Look at. I'm already done. Look at that. Like a ninja. All right, we should be good now. Got the team set up correctly
you
here.
have to go broadcast mode. You're not entirely good.
Well, look at all these different things I have to do. I'm like a multitasking machine.
You were.
I'd be a fantastic secretary.
You're an incredible caster. You're an incredible talent.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem, man.
Appreciate that. All right, we're getting ready to hop into Game 4. This one has been back and forth. You've seen both respawns go to OpTic Gaming. If you are an OpTic fan, though, you have to be scared. If eLevate's able to take this Game 4 CTF,
you
push
don't want to go to Game 5. You don't want to go to Game 5.
Nagafin, he had a pretty solid uplink, too. Nagafin's a man on a mission right now. Even without his MR6, he's putting up some pretty big numbers.
Oh, this is an eLevate team that I think is going to be towards the top echelons of teams. And I like them going in after the qualifier. And it's a team that if they get hot, they can beat the top teams.
Yeah.
They'll always be close with OG. These series will never be completely one-sided. Even if OG wins them 3-0, it'll be close games.
Sure.
This is a team that on any given day can beat those top.
Well, when you're talking about, all right, so I think we talked a little bit about kind of our top 4. I think I'm going, with no particular order, but Rise, Envy, OpTic, FaZe are kind of those top 4. if I extended it to a 5, I think eLevate might be my 5th team.
I mean, you look at guys like, I mean, there are so many good teams.
There really are. But no, I like eLevate a lot. I really have high hopes for eLevate.
Like, Luminosity is really good. I think they're underrated. You know, John is playing really well.
I take eLevate over them. I do.
You look at a TK. They didn't have a great game.
I take eLevate over TK.
Envy yesterday. Complexity.
I take eLevate over Complexity right now. I'm a maniac. I really like this eLevate roster. I do. I love dude, ever since Champs last year, I love watching this squad.
We're back in a spot in Call of Duty esports where we have like multiple talented teams. Like I feel like last year it was really like a 2-horse race. This year I feel like it's so wide open. It just makes it so entertaining to watch because any given night anyone can beat anybody.
Certainly could. And we're getting ready. Should be hopping into the action shortly. I'm not sure if there was maybe a quick break request here from one of the guys, but
a little bit of timeout.
Be ready to hop into the action. I can't even see if they're on the right teams. They probably are. I got a glare here from all the lights.
The lights are there to make you prettier.
I don't know that. If I cast in the dark, it'd probably be better. We can't see your face. Good.
As long as I hear your voice. It's like if we took Jack's face and put it on you, and like you were still like.
Well, it'd be much rounder.
Oh, it'd be a much better viewing experience.
Jack's head's like as big as a basketball, man.
Oh, don't make fun of Jack, man.
No, I'm not. It's just a giant head. It's freakishly large head.
I love Jack.
I do too. And Revan has a very tiny head. But apologize for the delays, guys. Should be ready to go here in just a second. Just waiting to hear from production what's going on, but I'm guessing it might just be a quick bathroom break for one of the players. This one's been so close. You want everyone playing at the top of their game. If they need a quick timeout, we're all for it. I want to have a great game 4.
If you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you don't want someone running away, 2 minutes left in CTF.
Unless it's us. We're not allowed to leave. I mean, we have to sit here and
I'm actually
entertain.
Glued to this chair right now.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, it's fantastic. This has been so much fun for us. I know there's months of us waiting to get ready for this league, and so far, man, we've already had a couple best of 5s.
Going in the CTF, do you think we see anything odd out of eLevate again in the Ban and Protect? I think you definitely see the Argus gone. OpTic scared of the shotgun play from the guys on eLevate. Do we see anything else? Do you see a Vesper?
CTF breach. What? I imagine we'll see the Vesper gone. Argus, I guess, could be used in some capacity.
I guess the OpTic getting rid of flashes.
I bet you the MR6 is the first ban.
He's that scared of a pistol.
It's been the first ban every single game.
It's a pistol.
I'm honestly, during the break, I'm pulling up this clip on my cell phone so you can watch it. It's the nuttiest. It's wild.
Okay.
If you're at home, go to reddit.com/r/COD competitive or competitive COD. COD competitive, and just look for the clip of Nagafin's pistol. He's from another planet.
I think they're going to have to get rid of the flashbangs. You saw the reluctance to run TACMAS. That one almost cost him a few times.
Here we go.
I think you definitely see the stuns or flashes gone, but we can jump right into it. It's going to be the Ban
MR6 is going to be gone.
Up. Scum.
What do you know?
MR6.
MR6 is gone. They don't want to deal with it at all. I'm telling you.
This must have been the best pistol play ever.
It really is one of the most ludicrous things I've ever seen. All right, so here we go. We're going to see what's going to come out of the side of eLevate. See how they decide to play this out.
They're definitely cooking up something. Vesper gone.
All right, so we're not going to see any Vesper action at all. And, they were Nagafin's the one that ultimately probably favored the Vesper the most. He was the one going off with it.
Overdrive VMP.
So now they're targeting Scump right now.
The CUDA game. Did they get rid of the CUDA?
I mean, what do you think is more preferred? I mean, the CUDA is probably more preferred to use over the Pharaoh right now.
Have you seen Scump? I've never seen Scump use a Pharaoh.
When we've seen CUDA and Pharaoh both available, we've seen pretty much every team using CUDA for the most part. Outside of a couple of players, like Classic loves to use the Pharaoh. There goes Shiva.
Do you see the CUDA gone? It would be an interesting pick. We haven't seen stuns or flashes affected yet as well.
It's rapid fire. The CUDA could be the last one, but
I think Karma doesn't do anything with the CUDA.
So they maybe
that would hurt Scump more than anything.
They don't want to hurt Kinetic. They take out the L-card. That makes sense. I was thinking for some reason it was eLevate's final pick, but yeah, they're not going to ban a sub. That wouldn't make any sense. Right?
No. And let's see what happens here in the specialist draft. You got Kinetic still in. I believe you'll see that from one of the players. We've got Vision Pulse out of Nagafin. Scump, Kinetic Armor. Takes that back. Him and Krim were going back and forth yesterday. It was like Krim using Kinetic, then we saw Scump using Active. Maybe we see a camo come out here.
We saw Scump use Kinetic, Active Camo, Vision Pulse. We saw a pretty big variety. Speaking of Vision and Active, they're going to be coming out for Naga, and then Active Camo for Krem. So pretty much
Formal Annihilator
standard here for CTF so far.
Does eLevate use a weapon? We saw Nagafin use a weapon in the last one. Does any of these guys, if there was one, you'd probably say Aqua. He's going to go Heat Wave. So I expect Apathy to you know, I would like to see him run.
Interesting. So they have they
so
go
they
with
go
all
nothing.
4. Now, do you think we're going to see Formal potentially run overclock? Or he'll just, I mean, when you're playing a role like he is, just kind of a slaying role, you don't necessarily need to really, I guess, focus as much on the overclock. I mean, he's putting up big numbers to begin with. I don't know if he's going to need to. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. You can get it a couple
Do
more
we see
times.
anyone run Tac Mask on the side of OG? We saw
We haven't
eLevate.
at all, man. It's been all blast suppressor,
yeah,
right?
it's been all blast suppressor, but you know, there are a lot of flashes, a lot of stuns coming in from the side of eLevate. It wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run what? On your Kuda, you really only need quick draw grip.
I mean, you can get,
Run
you
long
can get
barrel,
away
maybe.
with no blast suppressor if you're kind of playing that middle player.
CTF,
some
I
of
think
them
you
can,
need
but
blast suppressor.
you kind of have to. Just
It's a little bit
because
of a sneakier game
if you
mode.
spawn out, you can just hit your base with stuns, hit your base with flashes. It makes any attempted flag runs slow down.
Or even on, yeah, I mean,
so much.
you had a guy go on the overextension, he gets hit with a stun. Something that Black Ops 2 was so prevalent was EMP checking.
Yeah.
Something that impacted a lot, that they wouldn't actually rotate back to their base. They would just throw EMPs at it, and if it hit somebody, they would rotate back. If not, they would just keep, pushing forward, going on the overextension. So I think maybe we see something like that, flashes, stuns, EMPs. All the tacticals out in this one. And I think CTF, a little bit of a slower game. You're going to see more of that from eLevate.
Yeah, I'm curious if it goes something. Remember our last game we had basically a tie through the first half. Played very, very slow. Opened up a bit once that first cap came through. I got to think with a 2-1 advantage for OpTic Gaming, they're going to play maybe a little more aggressive, play a little more confident. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some really aggressive play from them early on. If they get it, if they get the first score in, I think this is going to be very tough for eLevate to win.
Right.
If eLevate can get that first cap on the board, they've got to score first, in my opinion, to take this game.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is even if OpTic goes on the offensive, right, they pick up a bunch of kills, they get in the eLevate base, like, all it's going to be the entire game is eLevate trying to rotate back, get control of their base. They need to set up that mid-map control. They need to put the pressure on OpTic. They start to turtle, they play that game where they have to just keep rotating back, or they're going to force themselves to go on the overextension. I think you see OpTic Gaming take it pretty easy.
Sure. Well, we've got a couple seconds here left on the score streak edit. Game starting here in a couple of seconds. Who do you have? OpTic Gaming, eLevate. This series has been an absolute battle. Capture the flag, breach, going to be the game type. And I got a favor, I think, OpTic Gaming in this one. But, we already had one game 5, it's like 2-hour series, just going the distance.
I got whoever gets first cap. Whoever gets first cap.
I'm with you. I mean, that's basically exactly how I felt too. I think eLevate or OpTic could potentially come back for me in 901. I think if OpTic gets that first cap, it's just going to be kind of a snowball, at least in my opinion, for this particular matchup.
Yeah, I think the most caps we see on this one is like 2-3. I don't think this is one you're going to see a ton of action on. We actually jump into game. Who do you want to jump on board with first, Clint?
I'm starting off with Formal. Let's see what he's able to do. It looks like he's going to have an M8 in his hands. I want to see how many. We have 2 M8, 2 CUDA coming out of the side of OpTic Gaming here.
No, I like that. They'll probably try and position one of the ARs over by the B bomb site, and then one of them in mid-map trying to get that map control.
All right, now here we go. Watching Formal, not going to be able to pick anything on mid-map. He's actually going to get picked off pretty much immediately. Karma's going to be the only one alive right now to try and deal with anything. Trying to hold off any particular or any potential push, and that's going to be flag out very, very early here. It's going to be Nogafin that has it in his hands. He's been a difference maker, and this should be potentially a cap. They're spawning down at Palace. Scump, if he can get a big kill, but he's going to find another one at home. Who is the last player alive to potentially deal with this? It's going to be Crim6 to potentially try to stop this cap. There's one player waiting for him, and that's a cap early for eLevate. That's exactly what they needed to get going here.
You have asked for a better start out of eLevate.
No, that's a 40-second cap. I thought OpTic was going to be the aggressive team, the one we were really going to see a lot of big plays coming out of, but instead it's going to be.
You saw it on the hard point. eLevate was not scared to challenge them. Straight up, gun on gun, they were not scared, and right there, took advantage of it early. They were able to just run into the base of OpTic Gaming, grab that flag, get away.
Watching Krim as he's going to be taking up top map. Karma, though, going to be the one 3-1. He's on a 2 streak right now. Seeing if he's going to be able to get aggressive, kind of watching these mid-cuts, but their flag is going to be out yet again. Taking a look at it, it's going to be Aqua with the flag in their hand.
Yeah, he's going to be getting away. He's going to actually pick up another one over towards that B bomb site. And it looks like he's going to make it all the way back to his base, going to put in another flag. He's got full streaks. This is an awful start for OpTic.
This could not be better for eLevate. We got game 5 written all over this one. He's going to pick up Scump. He's going to jump out and dominate Crim 6 as well. Aqua going nuts. Full streak, heat wave, concussion, getting it all done right now.
Yeah, and no, heading over towards that B bomb site. No, Aqua is seeing a lot of success, just pinching OG in their base. It's not a good situation if you are OpTic Gaming right now. We said at eLevate they were going to just be forcing the gunfights, on the overextension, possibly, on their own defensive side. It's actually OG the one having to play super defensive in their own base.
Aqua's 7-1, man. Still got streaks. He's about to double up his HC car right now. He's able to pick up another one. He's got full streaks yet again. He's seeing one mid-map, trying to do all he can to keep the pressure going forward. There has been nothing OpTic Gaming has been able to do to shut down the pressure from eLevate. And it's going to be Aqua coming forward yet again. He's going to be in bottom sunroom, going to be taken out here. I want to watch to see if anyone get anything going on OpTic Gaming. Looking at 2 and 6 is Formal and Scump. Karma going, he's got something going. He's on a 1 streak right now. He's 5 and 4.
Seems like they're just playing so hectically. You can usually tell what a team's trying to do in CTF, just by looking at the minimap. It seems like the guys on OG are just so spread out. Now you start to see a little bit of a push come in. Yeah, the pinch coming down on the eLevate flag. I believe that's going to be Crim over by it. He's taken out. You see Apathy picking him up in the kill feed. You see a good defensive stand out of the guys on eLevate.
And well, let's watch Nagafen. He's going to have the flag yet again. We'll see as he is going to drop. Flag going to be off the map. Taking a look here. Watching Vicento trying to hold down this side. He's 7 and 4 right now on a 2 streak. You see Nagafen and Aqua picking up a couple of kills here. Scump's going to be the one trying to work forward, potentially grab a flag. Do they have any idea he's in the base mat? Does not appear that they do. So he's going to get it out. He's going to have Vicento's going to be back to shut this down. Can he win a gun by Vicento? That's massive. There's one more coming though from bottom left. He gets out as well.
Oh my.
Scump going crazy. He has kinetic armor. This has got to be a cap. Absolutely should be.
The return's going to come in on the other side of the map as Karma takes out Aqua. Is he going to get some streaks out of this, Clint?
You are a god. Able to go here.